And welcome, I'm Lloyd and this is the Dressing Gown Diary. It's a review show of round 2 of the 2018 Six Nations. So let's kick things off where it all started at the weekend. It started in Ireland. Ireland really opened up very, very strongly. Showed some great lines of running and opened up the Italian defence. And also, what this ended up doing is opening the game up. As soon as Italy were 2 tries down, the game was over. But then it was a question about how many tries Ireland could score. Joe Schmidt will be very happy with the aggression and the lines in the first sort of 40-45 minutes, but after that, when he started making substitutions, the intensity dropped. That will be a concern. Yes, it is only Italy, but ultimately, the Six Nations could be decided by points difference, and that big points difference come from the Italy game. Italy, of course, also scored 3 tries. Surely, Farrell will be very frustrated as defensive coach of what has happened there and how that was allowed to happen. But what it did demonstrate is the strength in depth for Ireland perhaps isn't as strong as they first thought. Moving on, Twickenham. Whoa, what a game. What a game. What a great start. Well, a great start if you wear a white shirt. Not a great start if you wear a red one. And I'll tell you exactly what Ainscombe did. Yes, he had a great second half when he played at fly half. But in the first 3 minutes, he made 2 crucial mistakes. The first one, Wales are on the attack on the left-hand side, on the right wing of England. Pushing forward into the red zone, into the 22, and he decides to kick a little grubber kick that went out of play and was grounded. So he gave the ball away on attack. No need. It's not like you're in the dying moments of a game and you need a try. You're in a position here, you can go through the phases and build pressure and score. Idiot. Second thing he did, a return kick when Patchell dropped the ball. Admittedly, Patchell should have collected it. He kicked too deep. From that kick, England then were able to open up the crossfield kick from Farrell, which incidentally was a great bit of play, and allowed Johnny May to score very easily. I've no idea where Josh Adams had gone. Now on that, the selection issues, if Halfpenny was playing as well, there were positions where, well, Patchell missed 1 kick, firstly, and secondly, Wales declined 2 other penalties. So Halfpenny not playing was actually a crucial loss for Wales. Now, given I don't have too much of a problem with Patchell playing at 10 and Ainscombe playing at 15, what I would have liked to see is probably swap one of the wingers and bring George North in. While he may not be fully fit, his awareness and game management would have come to the fore because both Josh Adams and Steph Evans looked a little bit lost under the high balls. The kicking game from England was incredibly well structured in poor conditions. The box kicking was always very accurate. George Ford and Farrell behind were kicking very, very well. So they played a very structured game. What it also demonstrated to me, though, was England had a lot of possession. They had a lot of gusto. But they didn't really look like breaking Wales down. Yes, I know they scored 2 tries, and Lawrencebury's offload was a very good one. The first try came from broken play. But after that, there were phase after phase in the 22, but couldn't seem to find a way through. Now let's move on to the big talking moment. As we all know, and World Rugby have come out and said, it was a try. Why on earth the TMO, who travelled from New Zealand, didn't look at the full detail? You can see the Sunday Times had a cracking picture. It showed Ainscombe's hand with the ball depressed, which shows he made contact, and Watson's hand was about that far away. So it was very clearly a try. Now, actually, that only cost Wales potentially 5 points, minimum 2 points, because they kicked the penalty. So it's not just, you know, the penalty was 3 points. So if they scored the try and not made the conversion, it would have only been a 2-point difference. But it was the momentum change. Wales building pressure. In the second half, England stuttered, couldn't find their rhythm. Wales picked up opportunities, but didn't execute accurately. Shingler makes a great break. Mate, you're a number 6. What are you doing kicking in the 22? What I want to see from you there is holding play up, staying on your feet as long as you can, and allowing players to come through. Now, the big talking moment of the second half, Scott Williams. Firstly, why the hell are you diving so far out, you idiot? If he'd taken one more stride, he would have slid in. But there is no question, that was a superb defensive tackle. He was on his ass, firstly, a long way behind play, and then to make it, it was an unbelievable effort and probably game-changing, because if Wales had scored, they'd have some momentum then. Then into the last few minutes, I have no idea why Mike Brown wasn't sin-binned. He'd reached through and he tapped the ball away from the scrum half under the sticks where Wales had momentum. That's exactly what the yellow card is there for. That was a deliberate foul with momentum in Wales' hands. Didn't give it. Wales took the penalty, which initially I was quite surprised about. But on reflection, they secured a losing bonus point by doing so. So perhaps it was quite intelligent play on reflection. But Eddie Jones, the relief in Twickenham Stadium at the end, demonstrates how much of a test match this really was against a Wales team that are developing. England did manage to get over the line. A 12-6 victory. Ultimately, it's still the W that you needed. But, here's the big but. Wales looked quite dangerous against a team who've only lost once in 25. That raises questions. Eddie Jones will be pleased to see the result, but it also raised questions of whether they're really at a level that can challenge New Zealand, which is where England aspire to. Certainly, there are questions that remain unanswered, but the rest of the Six Nations will go some way to answer those. The weekend finished off with Scotland, France. What a great start. 4 tries in the opening half. Teddy Thomas. Whoa. I mean, how he skinned his first try. Absolutely brilliant action. Skinning Finn Russell and then absolutely pasting past Stuart Hogg, who didn't know what to do. Great bit of individuality, great try. The second one a bit lucky the way it popped up. Scotland battled through though. They went through the phases and the second half managed to get a foothold in the game with penalties, and France's discipline started to lose their way. But a great win for Scotland. Any win in the Six Nations is a strong win. But what this also shows again is 3 home wins. So far, away wins really do come at a premium. So next weekend with Wales travelling to Ireland, that will be a big game. But away wins really are at a premium. Anyway, this is Lloyd, Dressing Gown Diary over and out. Enjoy your weekend without rugby.